I treat a lot of skiers and I make a lot of orthotics for ski boots, but something I do every winter is run into a tremendous number of people whose ski boots are simply too narrow. Now, until recently, this was really a problem. Ski boots were made pretty narrow in the toe box, and no matter what the ski boot fitters would say about trying to heat these up and make them wider, there was only so much you could do. So a lot of people would come in with cramping in their feet, the feeling of too much tightness on their toes, sometimes neuroma type pain or ball of foot pain from the boot being too tight. Now, one of the nice things that's happened over the past few years is we're starting to see boots that are made wider for people with wider feet and even just people with normal feet, because when you ski, your feet tend to splay out during the day and they swell. So a standard width boot really can be a big problem for a lot of people. So there's a couple brands on the market I want to recommend. This is actually my boot. This is a Rossignol S100. It starts off at 100 millimeters in width in the forefoot. Now that's actually pretty impressive, because until a few years ago, it was hard to get much above about 96 millimeters in width. This one can actually be expanded up to about 104. And then another boot I really like is the Salomon SX Pro 120. That boot comes out of the box at about 100 also, but it can actually be heated even more than this one can. It can go up to about 106. That one is specially made for the shell to be heated. They heat up the shell, put your foot into it, and let it expand around your foot. So if it's been a few years since you bought ski boots, it may be time for new boots. I certainly really love the ones I got last year. Made a big difference in my comfort when I'm skiing. So if you do have wider feet, or you're having any of those symptoms, get some new boots. And you want to make sure, if you're wearing any sort of orthotic in your boot, make sure you're taking that in and trying that on when you get the boot, or have an orthotic made for you before you get the boot. All right? Okay, so don't live with pain if you're skiing.